Good morning from Panhandle Outdoors, America's only daily outdoor TV show. Your source for fishing, hunting, and information for folks who enjoy the great outdoors. Now sit back, relax. It's Panhandle Outdoors.
Good morning, folks. Welcome to Panhandle Outdoors in Winston, Chester. I'm glad you're here on this Friday morning, December the 7th. We have a great show lined up, some good stuff. We're going to give away some seafood today from a Tarpon Dock. But first, let's get our weather brought to us by Haney Technical Center at the corner of Baldwin and Highway 77. It's warmed up a little bit. High's going to be all the way up to 62, and low's going to be down to 48. It's a nice, cool day. We'll have some rain coming for the weekend. Just be prepared and keep your eyes on the skies and the radar or whatever you get your weather. But be prepared if you're outside for some bad weather coming in. Water temperature all the way down to 61.9. That's the lowest it's been all year, 61.9. So it's not going to get much lower. In January, it hit a little bit lower than that. But our river readings brought to us, well, not brought to us by anybody now. We have that slot open. River readings in Apalachicola, Blountstown, still high, folks. It's still around 20 feet high in Blountstown. And so if it's 20 feet high in Blountstown, Apalachicola and all is going to be the same thing. It's going to be really high. So it's not going down next couple of days. Now, the Chocolate at Caryville, a lot of folks want to go out there this weekend. It's starting to drop out, but it's still high. It's right at 12 foot this morning. It's going to have a slow drop to it, so you'll be fishing some falling waters. There's going to be a lot of water, a lot of debris in the river system, so be careful out there. Marine forecast will be northeast at about 6. Let's take our break. We'll be right back with our guest. Hi, welcome back, folks, and our guest today, Neil Stewart, RV Connections. Good morning.
Good morning, Winston.
Glad to have you. I used to see Neil a lot in the morning. He works out a lot and all, but before he goes to work and all. But tell us, everybody's been coming on this week and been telling their storm stories. And so how about you and your family? Tell us sort of what happened with all in your business and everything. So.
Well, unfortunately, we were actually out of town. I guess it could be fortunate. We were out of town on a family vacation when this happened. We took a little trip up to over to New Mexico, and when we found out about the storm, we ended up headed back, cut the trip short to get back to town to kind of take care of things. And we lost about 37 trees. We lost our roof got messed up, lost our chimney. Some doors at the house blew in, windows blew in. Unfortunately, we didn't make it back in time enough to board up and get really ready for the storm. But it's been a rough ride. We're living in a camper in front of the house as well. I can relate to a lot of my customers. You know,
Did you have any trouble finding you a camper?
No, I didn't. I was able to find one relatively quick. And,
okay. I was fascinated by we're going to get into people in the campers and all, but so y'all, when you got back, you just had a lot of damage and all.
We did. Yeah. We did. Even at the store, we've got, roof damage and that kind of thing. We're very fortunate, though. I think we're better than a lot of businesses, but we did have a lot of campers that were messed up as well. But we've got new shipments in. We've had new shipments coming in since about a week after the storm. So
I could almost use this word. It's been a lifesaver, these campers, because they really have. And I know a lot of folks went to them, and some folks had their own, but folks that had them, sometimes they got messed up too with trees falling on them. So,
yeah.
Man,
yeah.
So tell us about how everybody did with the campers.
Well, we've got a lot of insurance companies that are working with the customer and getting it worked out. Some of them, we don't rent at this point, but we do have a lot of insurance companies that will work something out in a roundabout way to let you come and purchase a camper and assist you in purchasing the camper. So we've seen a lot of insurance companies. We've seen some insurance companies would have struck you a check and say, go find you something to live in. Other ones will make you, make payments or just, however. There's different ways they do it, but yeah. We've seen all kinds of stuff.
And you got a choice. If you can't live in your home, you got a choice. You can go, a lot of people going out to the beach in the condos, or either you can stay in a camper in your own driveway or backyard. That's a no-brainer to me. I want to stay in my yard if I can. And
that's me. We had a lot of opportunities personally with my situation on where to stay. I've got a piece of rental property that came available. My parents offered for us to come in.
Yeah.
Could have rented a place out at the beach, but I just really wanted to stay on my property.
Yeah. And I see a lot of people do that. Unfortunately, in fact, I was this close to doing it with my camper. My camper down at Howard's Creek, and it was fine, because it was on a pole barn and
right.
It did good and all. And I almost, we decided to go ahead and stay upstairs But my next choice, I'm going to hook that baby up in the driveway and fire it up.
Oh,
so
yeah.
We were ready. We'd been.
Instant shelter. They also make great evacuation vehicles, so that way you're ready next time.
That's true, too. That's true. You could, and what's going to be amazing next time when we have a storm coming in like this, it will be exodus. It'll be a mass exodus of people leaving. Yeah. And just think, if you leave your little motorhome or your camper and go up to, away from the storm in a campground or somewhere, they'll come right back.
Yep, that's right. That's right. A lot of people don't realize how affordable they are too. We've got campers that start around $100 a month, of course, with some money down and that kind of thing. But we have very livable campers. A lot of folks coming in and getting campers in that $200 a month range that are very livable. I mean, they're nice 2 bedrooms,
That's ours is like that. It's not an expensive one, but it's so comfortable. I mean, it is really truly a home away from home. I honestly, I'm not trying to be a salesman or anything, but I honestly believe every family should have access to some kind of camping trailer. You might share it with your other family members, but you really need to have a camper, not just for emergencies, but of course to use all year round.
Absolutely. There's a lot of, you can change the landscape by the turn of a key,
I know.
You can go, there's so many things you can do. There's over 100 campgrounds within 100 miles of Panama City. A lot of places you can go and not go far.
I know, and you and your family do a lot of that.
We do. We love to camp. Yeah, we'll go to the state park. We try to go at least once a year, and it's not far away, but it's home away from home. So
that's cool. Well, we've got all kind of pictures to show you, so we're gonna take a quick break and come back and show you some of these pictures. Okay, welcome back, folks. Here with a good friend of mine, Neil Stewart of RV Connections. And how long have y'all been in business?
Right at 20 years.
20 years.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, your dad helped get it started.
That's right. That's right. He was in the business here about 12 years before that. Mm-hmm. So.
We all do a good job, and they're just good folks, local folks, and proud to have them as part of the community. They do a lot of good things we'll get to later and all. But go ahead, we got some pictures. Let's go ahead and start. Neil, tell about some of the pictures and all. These are cool. He's got, like everybody else, he's got a bunch of them. This is unscripted, so we're just going to roll through them. So what's this first one you have here?
So this one right here is a travel trailer that got turned over there at the back of the dealership. We did have quite a few that got messed up there, and like I said, those got totaled out and either scratch and dent sell or got totaled out and hauled off by the insurance company. But these right here are a couple that got totaled out. You can see that one basically looks like a flatbed trailer there.
Yes.
That was a travel trailer. That's not a.
That's not a scratch and dent sale there.
That's not a.
Do you have any more of those scratch and dents? Because I know y'all have some.
We may have
tremendous.
one. We may have a couple left.
Yeah.
Yeah. We we definitely got some scratch and dent ones left.
Yeah.
We absolutely. Yeah.
Oh,
we definitely got some scratch and dent ones left.
You can get a really good deal on those.
We've got. We did sell some of the other ones that were salvage ones as salvage too. That folks just wanted them as is, where is.
Yeah.
So they could rebuild them and stuff. But this picture's kind of funny because you can see this passport got turned over, and I don't know if they were looking for the customer's insurance information or what, but they had to go through the window there and crawl in and grab a couple things out of the drawer, and that's one of our service advisors crawling through the window on that one. But Winston, we had units turned over. We had to turn back over. It was pretty interesting. I think we had 30 something totaled and 50 or 60 that had very minor damage, a little damage here or there. But we've sold through most of those.
Yeah.
But we've sold a couple hundred campers since the hurricane.
Goodness.
And it's worked out good to be. But it makes you feel good to be able to help and get people somewhere place to stay tonight.
Yeah.
So.
Well, I was surprised. Of course, I had a neighbor who had a camper and all, and the insurance companies were really good about covering them. They totaled a lot of them out so people would go and give them another camper. And
they really did.
They were good about that.
They really did. The insurance companies have been working with people very well, and as far as camper damage and stuff like that, we've been pretty impressed with that as well. But one unique thing about us is obviously us having a dealership here in Panama City and then one in Dothan, Alabama now. We're able to service our customers. The nice thing about obviously being local is something happens, it's an emergency, we try to get to you and take care of you as quick as we can. We do have our phones back up and running now through internet. They're still kind of rigged, if you will, but through the internet we've got our phones back up, and also we've got email and everything now. So But yeah, we've got lifetime RV warranty also that's on these campers. If there's been any major hurricane damage to them, obviously we're not able to put the lifetime RV warranty on them. But that lifetime RV warranty is really interesting also. It's a warranty it's a limited warranty, but it covers your kitchen appliances and your heating and cooling system. So your air conditioner, furnace, main kitchen appliances, that kind of thing.
You just don't get that kind of warranty anywhere. I mean, lifetime warranty.
It's really impressive. A lot of people think of it as being like some of the other warranties they hear about in the automotive industry, but this is different. I mean, this is different. Zero deductible. You have to come in and get a servicing annually, $199 to get this servicing done annually. But for $199 to keep a warranty that could potentially be still here in 20 years, as long as you still own the camper in 20 years, pretty good deal.
Y'all were able to, once you opened back up, how long were y'all closed down?
We were closed down probably 4 or 5 days.
Yeah, that's amazing. Y'all got back in there pretty fast. Your workers and all, everybody's in town?
Absolutely, been very, very blessed. We only lost probably a couple workers, and the rest of us are back at it.
Yeah. So right there, tell the location so people know. They're
on 15th Street towards Callaway on the right, past Honda, right across from Ace Hardware.
Yeah. And it's again, it's awesome. Now, do you have any more pictures that you wanted to show, or?
I guess that's it.
Okay.
I wasn't really quite ready for it, but.
All right, and you all are doing all kind of neat things too. In addition to, I know y'all are working really hard over there, and I went by there the other day. It's just like a busy bee. It's like early spring for y'all to me.
Yeah, pretty much. Seems like everybody in town, for the most part, either had a damaged camper or a totaled camper, or needed a camper. Yeah. So it's been unreal. We do a lot of insurance work, a lot of body work.
Yeah.
So we've had a lot of folks in there.
That's been cool. And in addition to doing that, you were telling me I know you and your family y'all are giving people and all. Some of the things going in the community with the churches and all. Tell us some of the things y'all are doing.
There is a lot going on right now, and these are things that we've been involved in for years. But Operation Christmas Child at First Baptist Church downtown is going on right now. We've been collecting boxes. Matter of fact, Crystal and I and some volunteers are working on that last night. But they'll be collecting up till this Sunday. The unique thing about Operation Christmas Child this year in First Baptist Church getting these donations is we decided to keep it local. So we're not sending these overseas to a third world country or anything like that. But we are keeping these toys local for the local kids to make sure that kids have a Christmas. Also, we're involved with Stuff the Bus, which is Toys for Tots. We are a donation zone. We've got a box there in our lobby where folks can come by and donate to that organization. That's an organization that the Marines are part of. Of course, Toys for Tots has been around for years and a great organization. And we're also involved with the Panama City Rescue Mission. I was on Development Council for the Rescue Mission for years, and great people helping our locals. They need help, more than ever. There's a lot of people homeless.
Yeah.
So
we're in a situation this Christmas where it's going to be one of the toughest Christmases Bay County has ever had, and the Panhandle, not just Bay County, all throughout the Panhandle. It's going to be some tough Christmases for some folks. They're not going to have a home. I've read some heartbreaking, just little things like that mean so much to people, like putting up that Christmas tree, for the kids. We're not going to be able to do it this year, some people say, and they're buying these little camper Christmas trees and all. But people are making do, but they really need some help. And it's folks like this. You see why every one of our sponsors are Small Business America, and it's people like this, the quality of people that come on, the quality of people in our community. They don't just have a business and trying to be successful in business. They do extra things over and over again, and you see it as a testimonial with Neil and his family, and he didn't just start doing this last week. They've been doing this a good while.
Yeah, and truly, it's not us. Of course, God's blessed us being able to do this, but really, it's our customers supporting us. Our customers and our employees. So.
It's easy to be loyal to people like this, and when Gail and I got back in the market for camper, we've had them all tents, and we started with tents and all when we were young married and all. So we were always camping. We got ready to get another one. Last 3 or 4 we've got, from y'all because of, I knew. I said they're going to take care of us. I said I'm going to go straight there. I hate to see people go up to Atlanta to buy a camper or something like that and all. But for the most part, people that know y'all are going to get one from y'all.
Absolutely, and the big thing with the camper is there's going to be work after the sale. There's going to be warranty work's going to have to be done. I don't care what brand you get. Every now and then you might get lucky, but things are going to have to be done, and we're there local for you.
I'm going to tell you now. I'm going to preach this over and over again between now and springtime. This coming spring, the spring of 19, is going to be a really special spring because we're going to be bouncing out of this disaster we're all in now. And everybody's going to be wanting to get outdoors. You're going to want to get boats and campers and all this pent-up feelings. And y'all better get some extra inventory because I really feel like this spring people are going to. So go ahead and be thinking about that mentally, about what you're going to do in the springtime once we get through this winter, this dismal winter.
I think it's going to be a good year for outdoors too. Fishing and hunting and the whole.
We got to come back and talk about one of your hunting trips too.
Okay.
I mean, he's a hunter. We'll be right back.
All right.
All right, welcome back to the final segment of our very first week back on Panhandle Outdoors. We appreciate it. We got some great feedback this week from all of y'all. We appreciate it, and we're glad to be back and glad to have our sponsors back. And it's just great things going on. Now we're going to start giving away some more seafood. I ran into Austin Abrams yesterday, and Austin, that's Greg's youngest son, and Austin down there all the time. And I ran into him, and he said, "Coach, I asked about everything. They're doing great down there. They're getting some really Wednesday of this week." Their boats brought in 12,000 pounds of grouper. Now, it didn't all stay in Bay County. They, a lot of people wanted to, but they've got some fresh grouper down there. So they had some damage too, like all of us, and they're working through it. But they're open down there, so go down to Tarpon Dog Seafood. I'm gonna let you draw. Okay, two names. The first one will be a $20 gift certificate, just like the old days. We're back here, and the winner is Phil Hester. Phil, I know you want to buy me something nice down there. And then this is a big red snapper, and there was some big ones caught recently. We're going to talk about that, about the storm. It's going to be Lisa Ward from Otter Creek. Lisa and Phil. Phil from Lynn Haven and Lisa Ward from Otter Creek, the first winners, as we come back post Michael. Now, people don't know what a big hunter you are, and I get tickled. We have a mutual friend, Thomas Halls, who's been hunting Kentucky for a long time.
He has been.
Before it became popular.
Yeah, he has been, and I started up with him here just a few years back. I think about probably my fourth year.
And he treated you right because y'all hunt together and all. So tell us about. Well, first of all, let's show this picture here before we get to the hunting picture. Okay, can you share that picture there? What is? Okay.
Is it up?
Yeah, it's up.
Okay. So yeah, this is a redfish I caught just right before the hurricane. Two things I'm pretty well into is whitetail hunting and then red fishing. I just love playing on the flats. And this is my daughter Amelia here with me. She's 5 years old, and she loves to come down to the boat when I pull the fish off the boat. So
well, I bet she's going to be a fisherman too.
Oh yeah,
that's
absolutely.
Cool. Okay, now look, you turn yours off. Let me see if I get mine on. Now, tell us about how do you like hunting in Kentucky?
Just like anything else, a lot of work, long ways away. But we started. Like I said, I started hunting there a few years ago. My buddy Thomas has, excuse me, he has some property up there. He has a farm up there, and we've gotten to know the farmers, and we lease property around that farm.
Yeah.
And so we kind of partnered up on that, and it's been good. Been fun.
When I say it's been good now, that's sort of an understatement. I've known Thomas a long time. Thomas went to Moses. He was a genuine, bona fide outdoorsman, and he always has been. He sort of has connections in Kentucky, some family.
He does.
And so he started doing this a long time ago. And I saw him. I used to see him all the time after the show, about 3 times a week. And we couldn't work out because I talked about hunting. And then you come in and made it work.
That's right.
So anyway, when we say, look at this buck right here, folks. Tell us about this buck here. That's Thomas right there.
That is Thomas with that buck there. He shot that early season bow hunting.
Bow hunting.
20 point deer. It was a fine deer. I'm trying to remember what it scored. It was I want to say it was right around 200, but it was a fine deer.
And you saw this deer? Okay, here's another angle here.
I did. It was a very stressful time because that deer kept coming out, and I saw him come out one day when I was in the stand. The first day I saw him from the stand, we had pictures of him, but the first day I saw him from the stand was about 60 yards off. And of course, you're bow hunting, you feel just helpless, you know?
Yeah.
And of course, Thomas is texting me about every 10 seconds, have you seen him? Have you seen him? Have you seen him? He's so worried I'm going to shoot that deer, you know?
Yeah.
So anyways, we left. Actually, I shot a deer that trip. It was a nice deer. Could not find it, which is very frustrating. Bow hunters can relate to me when I say that. We tracked him. I hired a guy with a dog to come in and track it. We could not find that deer. We found blood for a ways and it disappeared. So anyways, we left. We came back. Thomas came back about 4 days later, didn't even invite me, and shot that deer.
That's funny.
But I couldn't. He knew I couldn't come back anyways. But it was one of those things that we were after that monster and finally got him. So.
This is a classic case where you know that big buck is in there, and you may not get him that first, second, third time, but you got to stay after him. And like I say, you saw him, but you just too far away.
Yep, he walked off into the sunset.
I mean, what a fine, and I'm so glad y'all did get him because y'all have put in so much time and all.
I am too. We had another one come through. Probably the next biggest buck that we've got up there is another fine buck. He's probably, I don't know, 160, 170 inch deer. And he got hung up in a cable line at the front of the property. And one of the neighbors called us and said that they had found him, and they let him go. They were nice enough. This is a hunter that's up there, our neighbor that's a hunter. Oh. Instead of shooting him or doing something wrong, he went up there and got this buck undone. We got a video of it. Undid this buck off that cable, off this power line, and let him go. And he's out running around on the property still. We've got pictures of him right now.
No kidding. Tell Thomas to send me that video when y'all send me that video. That'd be cool if it will come loose. And that's a good neighbor there.
It
good
is.
Man
it really is.
Well, we're going to have to start wrapping things up, and Kentucky season over now? Is it,
it's still a little bit longer, yep.
Well, you're too busy to go right now.
That's right, too busy to go right now. Things are just crazy, so.
Well, you're already getting ready for next year.
Yes, sir, that's it.
Well, thank you so much for coming on.
Enjoyed it, Winston, always a pleasure.
All right, and always, you see what kind of folks we're dealing with. The RV Connections there, and like I say, I'm a testimonial because I have one of the campers, and my salesman was Gary Taylor, and I've tried to get Gary to come on, and he's shy. Now, Gary has a good storm story. Yeah. Did he tell you his storm story? Well, I'm going to wait to get him to tell it if he would. But he was, they went to his daughter's house in Lynn Haven, and it was one of those situations where they ran from room to room, and they couldn't find each other. And it was really a good story. But anyway, y'all send any storm. I've got some storm stories being sent in this weekend. On Monday's show, I'm going to talk about some of your storm stories and how some of y'all are getting back in the outdoors already. So y'all stay tuned. Y'all have a great weekend, and always do something good for your fellow man. Help everybody out. We've got a lot of people need help. God bless.
Thanks for watching America's only daily outdoor TV show, Panhandle Outdoors with Winston Chester, featuring hunting, fishing, and other activities and information to help you enjoy the great outdoors. Join us next time for Panhandle Outdoors.